Welcome to another mock draft. Yep, it's one of those days, and as I'm recording this, what's the time? It's 3 o'clock. As I'm recording this, about maybe 4 hours ago, Donte Moore said he's gonna turn back and go back to school, and they got rid of him on the mock draft sim. That's gonna change things drastically because it's interesting to to go now. Obviously, Mendoza is gonna go first. I mean, that's such an easy choice. This quarterback class is very weak, though. I don't understand why he would go back. In my personal opinion, it had to be from an organizational standpoint, not from a Donte Moore standpoint. In my personal opinion, I think that with Donte Moore is that maybe he was getting draft buzz, that maybe he wasn't going to go to the Jets, or he wasn't going to go to the Cardinals, or he wasn't going to go, like he was going to be maybe like a late round pick, which is still fine, I guess. I don't know why he would, you don't know why he would return back. Maybe he wants more to prove at Oregon. You don't know why he's going to come back. So it's an interesting scenario we have, but it is what it is. They're already moved him from the mock draft sim. It's officially the Donte Moore mock draft is done. So I guess the Jets are kind of fucked, and they have to take a quarterback next year. It is what it is. Let's start it off. We got that out of the way. Let's start off with go Mendoza. Again, you're taking Mendoza for his leadership. This is no-brainer pick now. Obviously, it's just the easy pick. Geno Smith isn't good. What else more do I need to say? The Jets. Okay, so they're putting a terrible predicament right here. What do they do? Because they need a quarterback. You're not going to reach on Ty Simpson. I don't care what this mock draft sim says. He's not the 20th best player in the entire world, in the entire college football. That is just wrong. So I think you take Arvell Reese here. You're taking him for his versatility. Thrown off the edge. You know this already. I think I had them going him last week, probably, maybe. No clue. But it just sucks for the Jets because Donte Moore would have actually been pretty good there. Garrett Wilson is a capable wide receiver one, in my opinion. He is a top 10 receiver when healthy, in my opinion. And then you have a round 16 pick. You can maybe take another Makai Lemon or Concepcion. Maybe that's a bit of a reach, but if Makai Lemon is there, I would have him taking it. Because I think Makai Lemon is such a good prospect. I think he's end up being the best wide receiver in this class. I love Makai Lemon. All the film I've watched, all the games of USC I've watched, I don't know. I just really enjoy watching Makai Lemon play slot shifty. He's fast, but we'll get there when he gets picked. Because he's damn well getting picked. I don't think he's going to fall back past 20. So I think Makai Lemon's a perfect fit for like these middle tier guys. But anyways, we'll get there eventually. So it's interesting for the Cardinals too, because the Jets passed up on Moore. They're going to take Moore. So you're not gonna take Simpson third overall. It's not worth it. It's the problem. Who do they go? I think you have to go. I don't know why Fano and Lomu are over Maligo. I think Maligo has been playing excellent football the past couple months. He's not the most sound tackle prospect. I don't really love. I don't really love all of his game. There's some game that I really like. He's violent, he's fast, he's powerful. That's all you need basically, and you need to tackle outside of Paris Johnson Jr. if you want the quarterback to succeed eventually. So I think Maligo is a perfect pick here. And for the Titans, Reese and Maligo are gone. They don't really need Maligo that well. So Reese is gone. It's an interesting pick. I'm going Carl Tate. Carl Tate again. It's either him or Tyson who's probably going to be first overall. It's just Tyson's the long lingering injuries, which I don't really like to take a chance on if I'm a general manager. I think Carl Tate's a perfect pick here. He's a safe prospect. He's a big home run hitter. Obviously, the Miami game wasn't as what we expected or advertised, but it's not the story of his entire season. He played lights out the entire season. He was very good. So I think taking Carl Tate here and taking the upside and give Cam Ward a true weapon, because his number one wide receiver now is Eric Ayenamor. It's really tough to say his name. I always struggle with saying it because I have a fucking speech impediment. But it's really hard to imagine Cam Ward throwing to like an Ayenamor one more year as his main target. So I think get Carl Tate, bona fide wide receiver one. I think he'll be good. The Giants are also in a mid position too. They can go. They're not as needy as like the Raiders, in my opinion, or even the Cardinals. I think the Jets and the Giants aren't as needy as some of these other teams picking. But it's a little interesting because Donte Moore is gone, so they would have like the option. I would usually have Arbor Reese going 4 here, but now he's gone. He's gonna go up a spot for me because I think the Jets should take Arbor Reese no matter what because they need more linebacking play and even pressures. That defensive line isn't that stellar, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really tough because even Arbor Reese would have been fine here, I guess. You don't want to take Jordan Tyson because that MetLife turf. I see the Giants trading back here. And I'm going to propose a trade. We're going to go with... Who would want to trade back here, though? Like, it's not a great position for the Giants, honestly. You could go to the Cowboys, and they could get, like, Bane or something. We'll do that. We'll make it a little interesting. We don't want these mock drafts to be repetitive and boring all the time. Whatever. Giants trade back to 12. That's all you gotta. That's all you gotta know. Might have failed for the first time. It's fine. So... The Cowboys go here. They either take Bailey or Tate or Bailey. Sorry, Bailey or Bane. And it's like a tongue twister right there. We're gonna go Bane. In my opinion, Bane is a more functional pass rusher or just rusher in general. He's a little more sound on the run side of the football. On the pass side, I think obviously David Bailey is a much better prospect on pass side. But on the run side, honestly, I think Ruben Bain's rushing ability and David Bailey is not really that great as a run blocker or run. Oh God, I'm like stuttering a lot today. As a run stopper, I think you take the chance on Ruben Bain, even trade up and drop those 2 picks. They have a lot of draft capital for trading away Parsons, so I think this is a good move for the Cowboys. Get dominant pass rush outside of Izuruku, and I think that the pass rushing unit hasn't been that good. So getting Bain here might change the course of this defense. This is gonna be very repetitive, but not really. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a little crazy. I'm gonna have the Browns taking Mekhi Lemon. Do I think this will happen? Like, there's a real chance of this happening. I don't think so, but I really like Mekhi Lemon as a prospect. This is just my personal opinion. I just like Mekhi Lemon personally as a prospect. I feel like he's a little more safe than Jordan Tyson because Jordan Tyson's elite a lot of things. It's just that he can't stay injured, and there's a bunch of injuries in different places. It's not even like one injury. It's not like a bunch of like knee injuries that just pile up. It's like a collarbone injury or a torn ACL or a right knee fracture or something. It's stuff like that, which I don't understand why you would really take a big swing on him. Mekhi Lemon is a reliable and non-drop worthy receiver, so I think he will do a little more safe work with Shador or Dylan Gabriel, whoever starts. I think he will have a better, that quarterback will have a better time throwing to Mekhi Lemon than Jordan Tyson, because if Jordan Tyson's out, that receiver room is not good. So why don't you keep Mekhi Lemon in, who has low drop rates and very shifty and can do a bunch of stuff on the offense, versus Jordan Tyson, who's injury prone and is mainly just a wide receiver one. It's just like Mekhi Lemon is more useful in some of their scenarios for this Cleveland Browns team, in my personal opinion. I do think that they will take Tyson, but I think Mekhi Lemon gives us a new insight on what he could really be as. I think he can very much go in this top 8 range. He might go even to the Saints, but you don't know. Okay, we're gonna go with the Commanders here. They're picking. I have them going David Bailey. Me personally, I think David Bailey is a very good prospect too. He's elite on pass rushing. I think he's the best pass rusher in this class. Run blocking gets a little, I keep on saying run blocking. Run stopping gets a little iffy at times. I don't think he's a 3-down lineman yet. Like I thought about that. Like maybe he will. I think Dan Quinn can help him work on his run stopping technique, but I do think his passing is elite, or pass rushing is elite, and I think you should just take the swing on him. He's very good, and I think he'll do good for maybe not as a 3-down lineman, but as a good pass rusher that'll get to the quarterback in third and something or second and something where you need to pass. The Saints also get kind of put in a shitty situation here. Saints fans seem to love Jeremiah Love. I don't hate the option of going Jeremiah Love here. I think he's a good prospect, and Kamara is hurt, but even if he comes back, he's gonna have a good running back tandem with those two. So I don't hate that pick. You don't have tackles. You have those two locked down. Banks played very well this year. You go Kojic Folk. He's a good edge. I don't know. You go wide receiver too. I haven't taken Jordan Tyson. In this scenario, different from last week, I have Jordan Tyson and Mekhi Lemon swapping. I think Jordan Tyson is very good again. it's the injury history, man. He's played 4 years in college, and one of those years were cut short from an ACL injury. Happens to the best of us, fine, ACL injury. But then it's just like the availability is always in concern sometimes. So that's why I don't really love him as a prospect. He's very unreliable, and what you want from a rookie sometimes is just to be there to learn. And if Jordan Tyson isn't there to learn and there to get adjusted to the NFL speed, I mean, it's not very good pick, in my opinion. So he's elite at some things. Most things he's elite at. He's good at separation. He's good at getting the ball. He's good at the catch point. He's good at literally most things. He's by far the best receiver in this class, I think, in my opinion. But it's the injuries that really propel him under for me. That's just my personal thought on Mekhi Lemon as a whole. The Chiefs will go Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is available here. If someone somehow takes him out in the top 8, tip their cap to them. They got the good player. Jeremiah Love here is perfect for the Chiefs. You need some help for Mahomes when he eventually comes back, and even when he's gone, because you don't know if he's going to come back. He might start the year out on the PUP list. You don't know. Because he tore his ACL pretty late in the year, so I wouldn't really count on him being back. So I think Jeremiah Love is a good pick here to alleviate some stress on the backup quarterback for the Chiefs. Pretty much the same for the Bengals. I'm going Caleb Downs. I had them going like this last week. I think Caleb Downs is a perfect fit here. Secondary needs help, and Caleb Downs will come in, secure tackles, lead the defense. I think he'll be a leader in 3 years' time. When his contract's about to expire, he's going to be a cornerstone of that team. I don't think they're going to let him go. He's very good. Very good. Let's go with the Dolphins. There's ways they can go. They can go corner. If we're going to go corner, they're going to go Delane. I don't think they go McCoy. I don't know. It just depends. But I'm going Delane. And the secondary needs help. It's very thin there. It's not a very like innovative pick. It's just get him when you can. I think Delane is too good for the value. He's been very good at LSU. Virginia Tech transfer, but he's been very good at LSU. And I think he's a good pick here. The Giants. So you have 2 picks here in the first round. I have them trading for 2 picks. You have 20 and you have 12. There's so much you can go here. You can go Peter Woods. You can go Sonny Styles. You can go Jamal McCoy. My problem with Jamal McCoy is he's injured, and the Giants' secondary needs so much help. Is if he is a bust or he's not playing good, you're relying too much on a guy who just tore his ACL to be elite for you, because the Giants' corners are terrible. Other than Debo and Phillips, who's a nickel, it's not very good there. Banks was a whiff. Flott is good. He's a good rotational guy. I don't think he can be a number 2 guy. Even Debo isn't that great. So Debo isn't stopping you from drafting a corner. Same with Flott. They're not stopping you from drafting a corner. You don't know if you're gonna pay Flott either. That's the problem. So I think you stray away from McCoy here, even with the tough choice of him coming back from an ACL injury. Maybe you can take Amon Terrell or Cisse at 20. Or even Hood at 20, so it just depends. But I don't think they'll go that. I think they'll go Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is a great tackler. The Giants struggled on the run defense side of the ball. He was very elite at that in Ohio State. He's very fast. He was converted safety, 2 linebacker, and he very rarely missed tackles. He fills the gaps quickly. He knows which gap is where. He's smart. He's athletic enough to the point where he can take over for Bobby Okereke if they decide to cut him. So I think he'll be a good plug-and-play starter. Even with McFadden, who's coming off a foot injury, in the first week he didn't play out all the season. It's good to have some reliance, and even if he doesn't get full-time reps over Bobby Okereke and Micah McFadden, which he will, those guys are not stopping him from drafting Sonny Styles. I think he's a great fit for the Giants defense. The Rams, I'm going Fano. Pretty self-explanatory. They need tackle. Tackle has not been good. Dumfries and all them boys have not been good. It's been injured. It's not good. The Ravens, I'm going Peter Woods. I think Peter Woods is a very good prospect. Obviously the numbers are down, but I really love Peter Woods as a prospect. I think he's going to. He was projected to go top 5 this before the season started. Now he's fallen a little bit. I can see him go down here by like the Chargers or even 20. I can see him going there. But I think Peter Woods is very good. You don't know what happens with Madubuike, and Travis Jones isn't like terrible, but he's not stopping you from drafting Peter Woods. Like I'm saying, like you can just continue to draft it. And hopefully that new defensive coordinator will use them well, and the new head coach will use them well too, because they just interviewed Brian Flores. So maybe they'll use him well. You don't know. The Bucks, I'm going Culture Folk. Take the guy when you can. He's young. He's big. He can play on the inside or outside. He's a good pick for the Bucks. I think he will fit perfectly for the Bucks scheme, and even if they don't need a defensive tackle, he can play on the edge too. He's a little more sound as a run stopper than he is a pass stopper. But I do like him both ways. You can probably coach him. He's athletic as hell. He's big as hell. He's one of the biggest edges in this league, or in the draft this year. So just take him when you can. The Jets, I had them. I had them taking. Who do I have them taking? I had them taking Arvo Reese. So you'd like a wide receiver here for your value. You would like a wide receiver, but you don't know if you can get a wide receiver. And it's not a great fall for the Jets. A Culture Folk would have been perfect for the Jets here. It just depends, man. Do you want to reach on maybe Trinidad or Ty Simpson? Maybe Carson Beck. I don't think Carson Beck's a first-round receiver or quarterback. But I'll have him going Kaden McDonald. It's a little high for Kaden McDonald. I think he'll go around this range, around the Bears range. But he has been very good at pass pro, even run pro too. He's been very good for Ohio State defense. Other than the Miami game, Ohio State played pretty good this entire year. The defense side of the ball, the offense is a different story. But the defensive side of the ball in the Miami game has been playing pretty good. So I think you take Kaden McDonald here. He's a proven winner. He's big, he's fast, he's good. He's powerful. That's really what you want in a defensive tackle. I think he can be a good Quinton Williams replacement. The Lions, I have them going Caleb Lomu out of Utah. Caleb Lomu is, again, athletic. He's big. He's fast. He's just a good guy. I think he's one of the true tackles in this class. I think Proctor and even Mavigoa can move in, even Fano to a point. But I think Caleb Lomu is more nimble and more small to the point where he can move in if he really needs to into guard. So I wouldn't really hate that move. He stay there. He doesn't have to play immediately. And he can learn behind Decker, but Decker's been injured and old, so I think a replacement for him would be good. And I think this Lions team doesn't need so much to the point where they need an immediate starter. And I think they'll work perfectly fine as they will work perfectly fine. I got the Vikings taking Jamal McCoy, ACL injury of course, but he was a lockdown corner when he was at Tennessee, and looked like the best corner in the class, and maybe even in the whole college football option when he was healthy. So I think taking McCoy here would work perfectly for the Vikings, who have a glaring hole at corner and even safety too, because Harrison Smith's going to retire soon, so you don't know what's going to happen there. The Panthers, I absolutely love Kenyon Sadiq here. I haven't done that pick in a minute, so I think I'm going to go for it. Go Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon. I think this is a perfect pick for Kenyon Sadiq. Bryce Young has played himself into a fifth-year deal, a fifth-year contract. They picked up his option. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think Kenyon Sadiq is a very good prospect. He's very good at catching the ball, making big home run plays. His run blocking is a little underrated. His run and pass blocking is a little underrated. And his chips, pretty good. I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about him. I think it's positional value that's really holding him back. But if we're talking about true blue chip guys, I think he can really go in here if it wasn't for positional value. He's a freak athlete. He's very good. Reminds me a little bit of Darren Waller. For the Giants, this actually falls perfectly for them. They get Avon Terrell. Avon Terrell's kid can play boundary or nickel. They don't need nickel because Drew Phillips is also pretty good. I think he's a very good prospect in terms of ferociousness and feistiness. I think he is one of the most feisty corners in college football, and I think he will fight for your team, and the Giants need that. They need passion in that locker room, which team that's really lacking it. Jackson Dart's got to have lit up that passion, even to some extent Malik Neighbors, Winston, like they like those locker room guys more than basically another team. I think taking Avon Terrell here will work wonders, and he will bring the intensity. Same thing with Downs. The Giants got Downs too. That's not a bad pick because he will bring intensity, he will bring speed, he will bring ferociousness, he will bring athleticism, he will bring trash talk. That's what you want in a team. You want them to fight back. You don't want them to sit there while they're getting their ass spanked like a fucking kid on Christmas for dipping his hands in the cookie jar and eating Santa's fucking cookies. You don't want that. You want a guy who will fight and will and will back down and fight mom because you're you're eating the cookies and you said that's my cookies. I don't know why I'm using this cookie analogy, but you know what I mean. Like, you want a guy who will die for the team, and I think Ayon Terrell can do that. The Steelers, tough game. I don't think you take a reach on Ty Simpson. I don't care what rank he is. I just don't like him as a prospect. I think you go Casey Concepcion. Similar to a shifty guy like Wan'Dale Robinson, who can be shifty. He's not as small, but he's speedy like Wan'Dale. He can catch. He's just a good prospect all around. I think he's a good contrast to DK Metcalf. I would really enjoy him to go to the Steelers. And I think whoever that quarterback will have a good wide receiver duo. Casey Concepcion, I think, is an instant starter on the team, no doubt about it. I don't think Marquez Valdes-Scantling is letting you stop you from driving Casey Concepcion. He's a very safe prospect in my eyes, and I think he will do pretty good on special teams too. So he's a jack of all trades, is what I'm trying to say. The Chargers, board falls really good for them. They get Ione. Vega has been playing very good. Probably the best true guard prospect in this draft. And that offensive middle of that line is terrible. Becton did not play good. Jenkins didn't play good, and the center is not good at all either. So just take Vega and plug him in. The tackles are fine. Slater is not always healthy, but when he is, he's very good. Had some injury troubles this year, but he's very good when healthy. Just help Herbert finally win a playoff game, and take Vega here. The Eagles. I'm going Colton Hood. I think Colton Hood is a very safe prospect too. I think he's to be desired a little bit pass coverage wise, but I think as a run tackler and a run stopper, he's very good, and he's very physical too. I really like his good ability to step up. I'm sure with how injured that Eagles secondary is, Adoree Jackson isn't very healthy. I mean, it's not a very healthy group. I think Colton Hood can accentuate that defense a little more and make him feel a little more close and ferocious. I would say it's just a better starter for them, in my opinion. The Browns, I have them taking Lemon, so I would assume they would take a tackle here. Blake Miller, I'm not in love with him. Caden Proctor, not in love with him either. Austin Sarivold is okay. I'm also really not that in love with him either. The tackle drop off gets pretty bad after that. I'll go Monroe Freeling. He's a big guy. He's 6'7", 266. I think in PFF about him 6'7". I've seen on ESPN. I think he's 6'7" too. He's 6'7". I think they have him at 320 too. He's bigger than this. That's all I know. And he's a little more lean. He's big but lean. It's like he moves well. He's a big riser for me. I really like his game. His pass rush and run blocking is very good. He's athletic too. Like I don't hate it. It's not a terrible pick here, and it's not a crazy reach. I would feel more comfortable Monroe Freeling playing tackle if than Caden Proctor, in my personal opinion. I think Monroe Freeling is a little more safer, and he's a little more technically sound. He doesn't rely on his athleticism as much as Caden Proctor or even Blake Miller. Which Blake Miller is an okay prospect, but I don't really trust the athleticism that much. But Caden Proctor is 6'6", like 300. He's built very well. It's just I don't think I can see him being a tackle in the NFL level. Imagine Caden Proctor trying to block Brian Burns or Myles Garrett. Like, it's just not gonna happen, in my opinion. If he gets drafted for the Browns, obviously he's just not gonna have to block Myles Garrett. But like Nick Bosa, like you just insert any big edge rusher that's there. Speedy edge rusher, like Brian Burns is a perfect example. Like, how are you gonna stop him if you're not playing that well? So I think he's a better guard than anything. So I think Monroe Freeling will go good. I think he'll be a good late round pick. The Bears. I'm not a big fan of Caleb Banks. I think I like Christian Miller a little more. Christian Miller is a little more athletic. He's less technically sound. He relies a little bit on his athleticism a little more than I would like. But he's a very athletic guy. So that's the point. He's winning with athleticism. Imagine with actual technique and better technique on NFL level with more technical sound coaches. And I'm not saying Georgia's a terrible program, but I'm saying that, like, imagine the NFL level with even the Bears, who have a very good team built around them, very good coaching staff. I think Christian Miller will work perfectly fine in that system, and he's gonna win those one-on-ones. I think he's gonna be a absolute game breaker in the pass game, even in the run game too. He's very athletic. I think he can really do well. The Bills, I would have them going edge too, but I don't think TJ Parker's with the pick here. Maybe safety is they have safety as a need. I'm not in love with AJ Hall here, even Emmanuel Warren. Feynman was okay. Kilgore is a reach. None of these guys are first round talent guys in my eyes. I'm going Denzel Boston. I don't love Denzel Boston as technically as much as I do physically. He's huge. He's like 6'4". He's 6'4". This is wrong again. He's 6'4". He's 6'4", 210, and I think he is just so good at the catch point that Allen needs a elite wide receiver to get swing on Boston. Maybe you'll land eventually. It's a little tough for the Bills because they can't seem to find it. But for the 49ers, I'm going to Kane Proctor. I think Kane Proctor is a good pick for the 49ers. Trent Williams might retire soon. He's 36, so you don't know how long he's going to play for. He's big. He can move to guard too. He's 370, so you don't know how well he's going to work in the NFL level, but you don't know. So, anyways, Kane Proctor is a very good pick for the 49ers. He can play anywhere. You can plug him in anywhere. He's athletic as hell. He's big as hell. Work on that technique a little bit, and he might be unstoppable. The Texans, I have them going Caleb Banks. I don't love the Texans defensive tackle group. They didn't play bad on Monday against the Steelers, but it's a little like thin sometimes. And I don't hate Halsey. I don't hate Barnett. I don't hate any of those guys. It's just I think Caleb Banks can be elite if he stays healthy. The 3 games at the sample size were not amazing. He was good. He wasn't amazing. And it's just injuries. He's old. I'm not a huge fan of his injury history, so it's a little interesting with that whole arm shenanigans. So I don't know how well he will hold up, but I think he'll be good if he plays, and you gotta hope he plays. The Rams. Who do I have them going? I have them going Fano, right? So they're not gonna take a tackle here. They just took Fano. I'm going Brandon Cisse. Again, Brandon Cisse is kind of the opposite of Colton Hood. He's less physical, but he's very good in pass coverage. He's off the line in press coverage. I'm a little concerned about that, but in pass coverage, he's very good. He's a ball hawk. He's not like his teammate Eman Wari. I don't know if he transferred. I think he transferred last year. But anyways, he's not like a former Gamecock Eman Wari who will hit you and is a big safety. Who's a violent safety. He's more of a pass pro guy. I think he'll be very good in pass pro and run stopping. It's a little iffy there, but I think for 29 you can get good value for him. The Patriots. I'm going. I have them going. You go an edge here. I don't know why Cassius Howell is in the rank so lowly. I think if you're taking, I don't know. TJ Parker's a little bit more upside. I'll go TJ Parker. TJ Parker, again, speedy guy. He's not as big as Peter Woods, but he didn't have a great year. Not in love with him as a prospect either. Him and Proctor, I'm not very in love with, but they're first round guys in my eyes. It's just that they're late first round guys, and I think TJ Parker can produce in the NFL level. It's just that he's got to get those numbers up, and I'm not very in love with his game, but I think Patriots need an edge rusher, so I think they take a swing on their edge rusher. The Broncos. The board hasn't fallen well for them either. I think I'll have them going CJ Allen. Linebacker is a need for the Broncos. I think you plug in CJ Allen. He's good. He can play Mike or Will. He played pretty good wherever he goes. So it doesn't matter. Seahawks is that someone like Brandon Cisse falls or someone like Colton Hood falls, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So it seems like they're gonna get someone they don't absolutely love. So I'll keep that. That secondary hasn't been that great, but it is what it is. So I'll go with that. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you guys have any issues. Big trade. They go up to get Ruben Bain, the Cowboys. I was really struggling in this video. I don't know why. But that's it. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be talking about Donte Moore.